Greetings, you jive turkeys. Today, we are continuing in the mystical, fictional land of Seattle, where they love to talk about how great the Space Needle is, and it is so small compared to every other landmark in the country. I don't know, maybe they filmed it here because it's a port city and Seagal heard pork and thought, well, that sounds delicious. But we continue our story with the Yakuza from last time, so let's go see how much Japanese he speaks for no reason, because this is Redeye Reviews. We start with the editor attempting to give us all a seizure so that we can't watch the garbage they prepared for us. Everyone make it through that? All right, joke's on you guys. We're still here, which I guess is a joke on us for watching this, but c'est la vie. If you don't remember what happened last episode, don't worry. They didn't film a lot for this episode, so we get a lot of flashbacks.
We ran into some of your friends the other day.
Hey, fellas. How's Thug Life?
Hey, remember when we attacked you guys unprovoked and got our asses kicked? Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Get out!
Let me tell you something. You're the one in cuffs.
It's still going. Even more of it.
Freeze!
Hell, with all of this jump cutting around, it's kind of starting to look like one of my videos. But I swear, I did not put this together. So, we finally get our intro. The intro goes, cop, stripper cop, Seagal sword, cop, more sword, cop, Seagal cutting shit with a sword. I mean, what more can you want, really?
Because that warehouse you got shot up, that was owned by the MS.
Hey, whoa. Okay, you do not joke about MS, okay? Unless you have like a really, really good joke, then go right ahead. Now, this is the part where I would tell a joke about MS, but, I wouldn't want to get on anybody's nerves.
Of course he knows why he's a smart guy.
MS.
All right, more flashbacks. This is starting to feel like a 90s clip show. There are so many flashbacks. I guess we really didn't have that much content for today. But they want this guy to tell them more about the gang's weapon shipment, but he wants protection.
Hey, boss.
You get any workables?
I'm willing to help you if you'd help me.
You have a deal.
Okay, but I protect your family and friends and stuff, but you give me the recipe to your club's fried chicken because that breading is addictive. But they decide to go searching for one of the other gang members, try to get more info. Thankfully, Seagal knows a guy who can help.
So, I got an old friend, man. I've known this guy for 100 years. His name is Matsuda.
he finally broke. Seagal, I know you're known for just picking a random skill or person and then adding a made up amount of years to that thing, but 100's just too high for me. Now, if you said 90, I might believe you. But he meets with his guy. He then decides to meet with his informant.
The next stop is that guy, my informant. He had heard about this underground fight club that he thinks the Yakuza were involved in. You know the reason why I brought you here is because you're a great cop. You're my best guy.
Well, because you're the only one here. You're my favorite cop. You're my favorite cop. You're my favorite cop. They go inside. He easily finds the crate full of all the fun stuff.
Lord have mercy.
His reaction to C4 is like most of us would react to a plate full of shrimp and grits. Everybody close your eyes, picture shrimp and grits, and play.
Lord have mercy.
Right? I'm telling you. But these guys head inside.
Boss, he's got a gun!
Alright, not to call bullshit, but did anybody see a gun at all? Or did they just do that cop thing where they pretend something could happen just so they can attack somebody? Oh, also, Oh my god, it has been a while since we've seen one of these segments, and I want more.
Back to the world of powdered eggs, late night sweaty man hugs.
We cut to the Fight Club. They're like, man, I wish I had my C4, but Seagal took all my C4. And then he goes, I can get more C4, and the other guy says, okay. Cut back to Steve.
Well, it's news to the gang unit. It's a tough one to infiltrate.
Did you get any kind of a location on the Fight Club that Matsuda tipped us about?
And this is what I don't understand here, okay? So they're trying to find the Fight Club that the gang members hang out at, and they literally went to that Fight Club in the last episode. So I guess all these hits to the head have really caught up with them because they can't remember how to get back there.
See, the thing of it is now the Yakuza, they are targets. See if you can find any California places that are located on the places that we're looking.
So our two B-rated boys are doing the most obvious recon mission. They're literally standing in broad daylight directly across the street, taking pictures of these guys. But everybody is dumb, so they see nothing.
Are we going in there to stir things up, or what's the plan?
That's gonna lead to a foot chase. And you know what I don't want?
Foot chase?
Exactly.
Seagal's really starting to rub off on these guys. He's spending too much time with them. You know, either that or his black lung has caught up to him finally. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. That's a bad choice of words. I meant because he has emphysema, not because... All right, you know what? Never mind. We get the most blurry and confusing fever dream. Seagal's old man he has known for like 400 years is dead. Seagal shows up. No. This is not a solar eclipse. Seagal has just literally blocked the entire camera shot. This is a Seagal eclipse. Very similar, subtle differences.
I was just here.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, man, he was very close to my wife's family, close to me.
But now they want to find out who attacked his buddy and where that damn Fight Club is because it's like the island from Lost. Apparently, it could just move on its own.
But I think I could really help Homicide because I know the players better than they do. I think I could help.
So, Seagal gets the gang together to go over the plan.
It was a revenge killing, and I think it may have had something to do with the intel and some of the underground fight networks that they got going. And confirm if he was doing time when the other two were at Chino. He did a lot of work with the gang task force, right?
Not only do I not believe that he memorized all these lines on his own, but he definitely didn't because you could literally see him reading the lines right off of camera. The big brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
This guy was a friend of mine. He was a great guy. Really, really good man.
But we see that replacement hot guy is in the crew today, and it's awkward because, you know, normal hot guy is right there, and he knows that this guy was going to take his part on the show if he didn't come back. Meanwhile, I was not paying enough attention to know why these guys are mad at this building, but they are. They shoot it up. It's very graphic. The building never saw it coming, but I have gotten word that it was wearing its body armor, so it should pull through just fine.
Welcome to the war zone. What happened here?
Oh no, they're finally having to talk to each other.
Oh, Gates, great.
That's good. I like that.
No, I'm not joking.
You know what? I'm gonna have a grande, non-fat, no whip, extra hot.
Yeesh, ugh, that could have gotten ugly. Well, you know, uglier, really. Store brand hot guy goes to talk to some gang members, and then for literally no reason, he gets his car blown up. I guess we saved enough of our budget with all those flashbacks that we could afford to blow up a car. Can we just replace the entire show with cars blowing up? It might have been more popular, I don't know. Okay. So they go to interview the informant guy, and my only guess here is that the writer was currently watching porn while coming up with the scene because it is so bizarre.
It's hot in here. Do you mind if I take off my jacket?
I don't understand. Like, literally, every guy watching this video has seen something that has started this exact way before that ended totally differently. But literally, that's it. She doesn't try to be more sexy. She doesn't try to trick him or anything. They just talk, and it's so strange. We cut to the other guys going to talk to the crime boss from last episode. He walks in, and he's like, "Oh, it's hot in here. Mind if I take off my jacket?" But the crime boss is not aroused.
You two idiots. Don't you ever call my partner an idiot.
Can we call him an idiot now? Because he's dumb as hell. So the Yakuza go to fight some MS-13 gang members, and if you remember, MS-13 is from Mexico, so let's set the mood. Did we need to do that? Nope. Did it add anything to the scene? Again, no. Am I surprised the show did that? Not in the slightest. For the record, I didn't add that music, okay? That was in there. We cut back. We see the crime boss has been let out of jail. Seagal is furious.
Doesn't matter if he speaks perfect English. Japanese is his first language. Get a translator. How many times have I told you that? You have to understand something. Even foreigners have rights in this country.
Firstly, why would we need a translator when you are right here and you speak Japanese? Also, you've spoken Japanese in this episode. Secondly, which one of these two ate your food from the fridge? Because you are tapping into some real rage in this scene and your acting is so convincing.
And that's how he got bailed out on a technicality. Get out of here.
We cut back to the Fight Club. We see literally the worst fake money on television. 100% they bought one of those child's play cash register things, and they're just using the money right now. Why shoot a close-up of that money? Did you think it would fool us?
Some of the other Tong bosses are getting worried about Kane.
Tell them if they have a problem, they can talk to me.
Word is he's coming for us hard.
Well, yeah, I've said it before, but it bears repeating. These scripts literally write themselves. I could not have come up with something funnier than what they just said. But just like they said, Seagal comes hard. He explodes all over these guys. His little minions follow his lead. They come just as hard.
Pick up the sword and die like a samurai.
This guy knows he's in a corner, so he plays into Seagal's ego. He's like, "Hey man, we've all seen the show. We know you love swords. How about a sword fight?" But we spent the budget on that car explosion. We only had enough money for one sword. So that'll have to do. And all the big players are dead. Crime boss is back in jail. Maybe Barbie can take off her jacket around him, see if that works better next time. Do you not realize you are speaking Japanese? Again, who needs a translator? Also, didn't you spend the last 2 episodes saying that these guys weren't Yakuza, but then they died and you're like, since they're dead, they're Yakuza now. Because it looks better on my resume to say, I took down some Yakuza. But that is it. Episode's over, so let's head on over to Redeye Reacts.
See, the good times are gonna hit like a ton of bricks, just like a brick wall. You know why?
Is it because they're running into brick walls?
You know the reason why I brought you here is because you're a great cop. You're my best guy.
Whoa, he's your best guy? What about Mr. Emphysema? He can cop with the best of them. I mean, Barbie's a stripper. Okay, she has to be your favorite cop.
I have an empty ship sitting in port.
Buddy, we need to talk about your scratches. Okay, they shouldn't still be this red after so many days. Have you been picking at them? Making them worse? Because that's how they scar.
Get any kind of a location on the Fight Club that Matsuda tipped us about?
Whoa! Hey, sir, first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
You cross a do not enter sign on the door.
I go somewhere else.
I don't. I head right in there.
Yeah, I have a hard time accepting the word no. They say no, but they don't really mean no.
Kanpai.
climax scene, not all those people just lying on the floor like, oh, fuck. I can't believe I drank whiskey at noon. Listen, man, I want these Yakuza punks. Hit every CI, every street hoe, every junkie. How you doing, baby?
2 things the government does not like: organized crime and C4.
Well, yeah, that and people who itemize their tax returns.
I can get guns. I can get anything I want.
I can get whatever you want. You want Shrek on DVD? I got you. You want one of those old sour Altoids candies? I can get those. That is it. If you liked it, please subscribe, like the video, leave some comments. Buy a Tamagotchi. Don't forget to feed it every day until it runs out of batteries and you never install new ones. If you want the power to vote on future movie reviews, or if you want to listen to my new podcast that I'm doing for the patrons, you can join the Patreon page. Link down below. It's also just a great way to support the channel and myself. Discord down below. Merch store down below. I will see you next time, and until then, stay happy and stay healthy.
It's hot in here. Do you mind if I take off my jacket?